When it comes to selling a business, a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs are reluctant to let go. This is their baby, they've grown it, it was their idea, they've seen it through the growth phase to a point where it has some value. And their identity is tied up in the business, or they believe that the only way that the business can be successful is if they are part of the future growth of the business. However, let's look at this from the buyer's point of view. The buyer's looking at the business and they're asking themselves, what's the probability of the business owner staying with the business? And how much of the knowledge of the business is tied up in the business owner's head? Well, for them, that's a very high risk. Because if we look at the statistics, the chances are that as a cashed up entrepreneur, you won't want to go with the business. Or even if you do, you probably won't stay. Remember that the characteristic of the entrepreneur is that they are passionate, they're optimistic, they make things happen, but they also are very difficult to control. They don't wish to be accountable. They don't wish to report to a committee or to a board of directors. They want to make decisions quickly. They're prepared to take risks. They don't like filling out pieces of paper. They want to be in control. Now, put that alongside the fact that they're now cashed up. Their motivation is simply not there. They haven't got the same fire in the belly that they had when they grew the business. They've now got the wealth that they can decide to do some other things. They may wish to pursue another opportunity. They may wish to buy or start another business. They may wish to take some time out. Well, now they've got the money to do so. Now, the buyer understands these aspects of the entrepreneur. So when they're looking at your business and they are making a decision as to whether they want you to go with the business, they will take these aspects into account. So generally speaking, the best way to prepare the business for sale is to make yourself redundant. You don't need to go with the business for the business to be able to achieve its potential in the hands of the buyer. But if you desire to go with the business, then you've got to accept that you'll probably be going into a much larger organisation where you won't have the same role that you had before. In many ways, it's better that you don't participate in the same business that you sold. That if you want to go with the buyer, then find another position within the buyer's organisation where you can make a contribution, where you can be motivated and you can get your energy back in order to have a go at making a difference in some other area. The problem for the entrepreneur is one of identity and what they do after the sale. The problem for the buyer is what do they do with the entrepreneur when they employ them. You need to think through this from a sales perspective and from a purchase perspective. And you need to make the right decision, not only on behalf of the buyer, but also on behalf of those employees that will go with the deal.